Yeah.
Speaking of shit, was anybody letting you watch like the final? Or I guess in Alabama, I don't know what sports they're watching. Like they're probably not Braves fans, right?
I don't know what channel the Braves games come on, but we either didn't have it or nobody was interested. Everybody in there was into football though, big time. Obviously, Alabama football is king. Crimson Tide. So they watched the Georgia game, they watched the Alabama game. Those were big deals in there. A lot of Georgia guys in there. And next week I'll also talk about the Atlanta camp and how insane it is, because there's a lot of guys that came from Atlanta to Talladega, and they would all tell us the same stories. Little teaser, they'd hire homeless people to sleep in their beds so that they could go out and party.
Oh, hilarious.
Yeah.
Hey, that's a win-win for the homeless guy too.
Oh,
because
yeah.
that's a big upgrade for him. Yeah, this is something we should get behind.
This guy's got a CPAP machine. Nice.
You got a shower in there? Hell yeah.
I don't know if you know, Kyle, but the Braves in the playoffs playing the Cards right now.
That's right. They were winning last time on my drive home.
Yeah, the Braves won today. Cards won yesterday, I think, 2 days ago, whatever it was. So
nice. I haven't been following them this year at all. I've had other things on my mind, but good luck to both teams, right? I don't think the Braves are going to win the World Series. I have zero faith in them. So good luck to both teams.
How many teams are left?
Series.
4?
Well, the playoffs just started.
Oh, okay.
How does
that?
So
there's
probably 8.
8 left, right? There's the 2 National League, and then I don't know how it works, actually. I don't know how baseball playoffs works. I just know that hockey season started, and so now I'm going to pay even less than zero attention to
Game 6 of the regular season hockey is more important than the World Series.
Well, you've got American League and National League, and you got East and West, so it should be 8 teams, I think. But yeah, I don't watch much baseball anymore. I'm not sure what channel they even put it on. I don't watch a lot of basic cable, so that's just a thing.
I know a lot of it's on TBS, which you wouldn't think.
Turner Broadcasting, yeah, it's Atlanta. Yeah. Turner owned everything at one point. It seemed like he created CNN, obviously TBS, big here in Atlanta, and I've been to his restaurant here in Atlanta. It's really good. He serves bison. He owns like the world's largest herd of bison out west. And apparently he owns some plot of land that's like the size of Rhode Island or something like that. Like he owns like millions of acres or something crazy.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a good gig to have, because bison tastes great and they don't serve it in very many places.
Yeah.
It tastes almost like cow, but it's leaner, like higher protein content. I guess better for you.
And the best part is it makes you feel aggressive. You eat a bison burger?
What, are you fucking crazy?
Let me ask you, does when you eat an elk steak, does it make you more aggressive? No, Joe, you fucking maniac. Aggressive. No. Jesus, fuck. It's a steak.
I have a video.
I'm trying to think of other shit that's happened while Kyle's been locked.
You catch up on the UFC?
She just sent me a Google Doc of everything that has happened since I've been gone. I watched the Khabib
just the last
Poirier
fight or the event?
Just the fight, just the Khabib fight. I mean, he dominated, but man, I just didn't find it to be entertaining.
I do to Khabib what I did to Conor during his magical run, which is like, you know what? Everyone has flaws. This could be the underdog's time. And then I was wrong, like again and again and again. I was like, let's see how Poirier goes. Like the guy can fight. Guy's a bruiser. Now I don't see him getting wrestle fucked. He might have won a round. I'm not even sure.
It looked like he hurt Khabib a little at one point, and by hurt I mean hit him and Khabib backed away.
Right, Conor did that to him too, but it's not that Khabib's never been touched. It's just, good God, if there's a 25-minute fight, he seems to win 24 minutes of them.
He's so goddamn strong. What I'm waiting for, I hope this out. Once he clears that division completely out, he beats Tony, beats whoever else wants some. He needs to step on up a weight class, right? Like I need to see him rolling a weight class higher and see what he can do with the big boys.
So for people to know, he fights at 155. 170 has some wrestle monsters. Woodley, Usman, and Colby Covington.
Mm-hmm.
Very difficult fights for him. What I want to see is not what you're talking about. I want to see GSP make 155.
He won't do that.
Oh. Maybe you're not following GSP's social media.
I'm not.
Dude,
is he cutting?
Oh, he looks like he can just made 155.
What the fuck?
I saw a picture of GSP and I'm like, oh my God. He looks like he hit 155. And he tweeted like 4-day water fast broken now. And Khabib writes back 155 ?
Cool. Or
Yeah.
maybe he's fasting because his fucking intestines are all fucked up from that weird disease he has.
I hear you. It looked like he does. This is a thing that GSP does. He does test cuts. Me, I'm like, cutting is so hard, so painful. Not that I've done it, but I
Yeah.
almost want to not know. Like GSP is like, yeah, it's fucking July. Let's do a test cut. Let's hit 155 right now and see how it is.
That's cool as shit. I think GSP fucks him up. GSP is so good at wrestling.
So old. Is he 38?
Man,
Am
he
I
didn't
right?
look old against Bisping. He looked like he
Touche.
didn't lose he hadn't lost a step. He came in there and put a working on Bisping.
He's 38. I was right.
Yeah, that ain't so bad. He's like a well-maintained 38. You know what I mean? Like that guy's never. I bet he doesn't drink beer. He looks like he lives his personality and everything. I think his one vice might be women, but I don't even think he would let them interfere with his training and his
Right.
and his health regimen and everything. He's a well-maintained 38.
He looks amazing.
He doesn't look 38 even. His face, his body is top 0.1%. So
It's so good you wonder about. He's never been caught for PEDs. He's always been performance enhancing drugs, and he's always been the guy who wanted more testing, which to me implies a kind of not doing PEDs. Like he wants hey, I want me and my opponent to get tested. But he's so amazing physically. You're like, how could he not be on PEDs?
Some guys are legitimate specimens. They're genetic freaks. Some guys have metabolisms that burn 4,000 calories a day. Some guys just for some reason pack on muscle mass without doing the work required.
This weekend, 185 championship. So to me, only the top fight on that card is super interesting. It's Israel. I'm going to mess it up. Adesanya,
yeah.
And Robert Whittaker. And they should have 56,000 people in the stands. It's really big for a UFC fight.
I'm big time on Whittaker on this one. I don't think I'm not impressed by Adesanya.
I'm not able to be impressed by strikers. Like with grappling, I feel like I actually know what I look about. With grappling, what I'm looking at. With grappling, I feel like that I'd be a mediocre scout. That I can tell the difference between good and bad. With striking, I can tell when one guy's better than the other guy, but I can't just map him and his overall talent level and how he would succeed hypothetically against the other. They say Israel's striking is outrageous, and I'm like, well, he's been doing well, so I guess you're right.
He's still not young Anderson Silva, I don't think.
He's older than Whittaker.
No, I'm saying like his striking isn't at the level of 30-year-old Anderson Silva.
Roger that.
28-year-old Anderson Silva, whenever his prime was, probably 27 or something.
I don't even know.
13 years ago.
Like Rogan seems to think that his striking is some of the best the UFC's seen.
Rogan thought Ronda Rousey could beat up some of the men.
He gets excited about. He's like a recency bias.
Yeah. I got a lot of Rogan to catch up on too. I saw he did. I watched a little bit of his Dan Aykroyd interview.